Hello, this is Jared playing Shapes 2. Today I'm going to be, for the first time, using the pin pusher. So we're going to be going after shrinking circle. So I guess we'll have a normal circle, circle that's green, and then looks like we'll experiment with these pins. Now, there's some circles down here, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's do some platform mining, so a shape mine times 4. Maybe we'll double this up the other side. Load this into a train. Do I have a train load for 8? I do. Okay, so we'll have this go like this. And then we'll direct this to go into here. And we'll direct this to go into there. We're going to need an engine times 8. Maybe connect that right there. And then simply put in rail here. And then we'll send this to the vortex. I could let that go through and then come back, but why not design the actual platform now? We'll see what's going to be, what will be involved in this. First question is, what size? Let's try the smaller, the better. So we'll try one by one, and if I need to upgrade, we will. Stacker bent. Where is this? Oh, it's its own category here. Called a pin pusher. Pushes the shapes up and creates a support pin below every non-empty quarter of the first layer. 3.6, which means we need 4 of them per. So we will need 16. Can I fit 16 easily? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I cannot. Okay, so what we'll need to do then, kind of need to do this type of thing where I bring that like that. Go up. Could another one there. Then I would need this guy there. That guy there. Send this into there. In fact, technically, oh no, I think that has to be that way. That could go there, that could go there. And I can send that out, send that out, send that through, send that through. And let's not forget that we've got 3 floors. Okay, and that is going to be, or I don't know if this matters, but I'm going to take this and just have it oriented north before I save as a blueprint. We'll save that under platforms as a pin push, I guess. All right, so there's that. I'll let this, oh, I forgot. Let's mark all of these. Actually, we might as well get some green because I know that we're going to need that soon. In fact, I'll want 2 green. I see some green here and some green over there. So let's do a liquid mine. See if I can get 1, 2, oh, 3. Ideally, I would like to have 4, but that's not happening there. What about over here? We could get 1, 2, 3, and then what if we did copy that, spin this all together. So this one seems healthy. Let's go over here. Let's abandon this. See another green over here. So let's do a liquid mine. See if I can get 4 of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Take this. How I want this to work. We'll start the train here. This is going to be for a shape and painting. So we'll want a shape load. So this is going to be a liquid interlace times 4. Don't I have one that's set the... Hold on. All right, so what I'm thinking, I might have a new blueprint. Sometimes when I load in liquid, I want to load in the last 4. Sometimes I want to be in the front 4. So I'm going to do this. Let's save this. Actually, as yeah, we'll put that under train load. In fact, you know what? Maybe we'll even have... Can we create a subdirectory underneath this? Like, oh, I can. Okay, so we'll have a subdirectory there. What I'm thinking, if I could select that now. So this is a train liquid. I'll just call this liquid 1 times 4, as in 1 is in the first 4. And then sometimes I'm going to want to have a train, which I'm going to do here in a second. That's going to look like this. Let's put that in train load liquid. Liquid. This will be 2 times 4. Okay, let's give this a test. We can load these ones in the back. We're going to need an engine. That's going to take shapes and liquids together. Let's just check that this kind of matches the right size here. It does. Good. Okay. Let's have that go. Okay, I'm lost. Where's our green? Other green. So the other green is here. So now let's try this new load liquid on the 2. No, technically that we already were on the 2. This should be the 1 then. So this should load in there. And then we'll take this train, have that go into there. And then we'll be ready to take our liquids in. Wait, what's going on? What? Oh. All right, just a second. All right, I discovered what is going on here. I realized that this is not a normal circle. This, you don't see it, like, if you just do a reload, or I guess I can click here. There's little pins underneath some of these guys. Not sure what I think about that. It also looks, I didn't notice it, but it is a little bit smaller than, I guess, the regular shape. Just barely. I don't know. But, okay. Let's think about how this would work. I think, so I would want to, could do a cut here, here, and here. Let's bring in our platform pin push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have that go like that and that. I don't know if there's a value of having this as a blueprint or not. I guess let's test to see if it works first of all. Do that. Actually, why not do that? All right, let's go look inside. What is actually happening? Okay, yeah, it is becoming smaller. Just subtly. And then even though I can't see it, I'm taking it for granted that there's pins underneath. First thought is, I remember this from Shapes 1. I'm kind of remembering that I didn't like it. Because it's hard to notice. I am glad the fact that you don't have to mine pins. Imagine that there was like a pin location. You had to take pins and push that in. Well, push that into the pin pusher. But it just, okay. I've got a green here. So we'll let that roll through and see if I can check this off. I think we are going to get this. I believe we can get rid of our trains now. Okay, so let me check that off. So I guess the question I have, can you paint something that's been pinned? We'll find out here in a second. So I will want to take a train load shapes interlaced times 8 such that it's at the top. So we'll do this. And we'll push 4 in like this, and then 4 in like that. We'll connect this green line into this guy. Then let's do a paint times 8. Let's flip that around like that. So that's going to give us an interlaced set of pins. Let's now take those and do a basic load shape times 8. Let's do that. Direct these in like that and that. Let's do a train engine shape times 8. Throw that there. Whoops. Throw that there. Connect that and that. And maybe, I guess the first question I have is, can you take these pins and actually paint them? So there is our pinned shape. We don't have any green yet. Where is our green? Hold on. Uh-oh. I would have expected the trains should be... Oh, I did the wrong trains, didn't I? Okay. Train engine. Need to pay attention to this. Shape plus liquid times 8. So we'll see these trains go. Hopefully we'll get green this time. Okay, well, this actually will test whether this whole setup is running. So this is the idea that we end or load on the back 4. Then we should, if this works correctly, load on the front 4 liquid. Okay, that's looking good. Then we should be loading all the shapes on the opposite sides is the liquid. That looks good. Everything should be unloaded here. And here's the question. Can we paint something that's been pinned? Oh, yep. There we are. You're not going through, though. Oh, no, you are. Okay, good. All right. And then that'll be loaded. And that might just be it. And we are going to be getting this feeling a little bit silly. That first circle, of course, that would be pinned. That wouldn't have been just a regular circle. Anyways, let's check this off. This might be a little bit... I'm going to do this a little bit differently. What I think I should have done, or actually in this case, I think I have got enough room to add in a second pinning. I think that's how this works. But not really enough room here. But the question is, can we pin something? And I'm pretty sure we can. That's been painted. Let's push this back. Maybe... Oh, no, I meant to cut. If we do this type of thing, just give ourselves a little bit of room. And then we will do our platform pin pusher. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just redirect this way. Send that in like that. You know what? Actually, why don't we? Never mind. Why don't we do this? 2, 3. Just have one for each. It shouldn't matter, but have that go like that. And then sure, that can go like that. So let's have a look. Yeah, they are okay. They are subtly taller, and I guess there's two. That I wish. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, this is important to know. The fact that you can tilt this. Okay, all right. I guess every time I have a shape, I'm gonna have to check whether or not it has pins involved somewhere. Get a green light here, which indicates that this is nice. I might do this. I could do that and come back in a bit and then do the next section. Why wouldn't I do this? Start producing what I think is the final result, like that. So we're getting the correct result here. Oh, in the future result here. I think this means at this point I can walk away and maybe I can get both things complete. We'll see if that's actually true. I'll be back in a little bit and we'll see what happens. Um, oh, hold on. But the loading here, let's just, I think this works as long as these are separate and not intermixing with this, which is the case. I think this is going to be good then. Fortunately, I did not leave very long, realizing that this needs to be connected. Okay, we'll see what that does. Just here to check on things, and I see we already have the green, or I guess that's with the two pins correctly working. Actually, let's have a look at this. Neat. And the pins themselves get smaller as they go up, too. All right. I could have left that, but you know what? Why don't we just throw in... Oh, not there. Well, technically I could, but let's not do it that way. Let's have these copied in like that, and then that. We'll see if we can get this thing checked off. Let's just click here, clear that out, and we'll let it run. And I'm back. I see that we've got everything. Let's unlock that. Unlock that. Awesome. So next time I've got two ideas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I could either continue on, maybe doing experiments with pins, but I'm also kind of tempted to try to deliver multiple of these, which means I was smart in creating a blueprint. Well, I don't know whether it's going to actually allow me to paste a large one as I did to do that. I'll have to recreate these. Anyways, I'll figure that out. Come back next time on that. Anyway, this is Jared playing Shapes 2. See you next time.